Today I decided that I want to go and explore the new lands. I'm tired of being a barber and having to stay in my shop all day. I've heard people talking about other men working for a few years and they get a plot of land and some supplies in the new world. Hopefully I can find someone to help me pay for the trip or bring me along. At work today I heard a man talking about people needing help to take care of land in the new world, and he was willing to pay for people's trips there if they were willing to take some land and tend to it. But I also had to work for him for a couple of years before he was willing to pay for everything. I told him I was willing to work, and he said he'd let me know in a few days. Maybe I'll finally get the break I've been looking for. He also mentioned that he was a representative of something called the Virginia Company. The man from the shop came back in today and said he'd allow me to work for him, and people usually have to work from 5 to 7 years, but he'd only make me work for 4 years since he is in desperate need of people to help him take care of some land. He said I could start next week and that he'd supply me with somewhere to sleep, clothes, and food. Today was my first day working for the Virginia Company. For the most part it was easy, but they told me it would get harder. I have to chop some wood so that they can keep fires going at night. They didn't make me do anything really hard today because I didn't know what I was doing, but they taught me and it's going to get harder. I have to sleep in the horse pens with only a blanket to keep me warm. I've been working for a few months and work is really hard now. Every day after I'm done working, I go back home and my shoulders are aching, and I always have a bad headache. I'm constantly scratching because of the mosquito bites that appear every day. I'm starting to regret doing this, but if it means that I can have a fresh start, then I'm prepared to do it. I've been working for the Virginia Company for a little over a year, and it's been the worst year of my life. Sickness is something that is normal for me. I've worn out my shoes and can't get another pair until next month. Dirt is starting to collect under my nails and I can't get it out. Life was better when I was just a barber. The only thing that is keeping me here is the fact that I get some supplies and a plot of land whenever my 4 years are over. I'm really hoping this is all worth it in the end. This is my 4th year of working for the Virginia Company, and I still haven't gotten quite used to it. I'm now working out in the fields to grow tobacco and crops. Luckily, this is going to be my last week working as a Virginia Company worker, and I really can't wait for this to be over so I can get my land and a house. I think I'm getting a fever, but I hope that everything will be alright. I'm finally done with my 4 years of working, and I received my land and my supplies. It's been a horrible experience, but I'm so glad that it's over. I went to the doctor today about my fever, and he diagnosed me with a severe case of malaria. He said I would probably have about 2 weeks to live, and it couldn't be worse timing. I really hope that I'm able to enjoy some of my new land and my property before I die.
I found this book in one of my workers' sleeping areas, and I see that he was writing about his journey to the New World. To whoever sees this, he died from a bad case of malaria the day after he received his land and supplies. I will pass all of his belongings to anyone in his family that I come in contact with. I guess this is the last journal entry.